I want to have an uncomfortable conversation and talk. And I want to talk about abuse by the hands of the mother. That never really gets any notice. And we never really talk about it because a lot of times that's a sensitive topic for a lot of people, even me. I watched a video this morning about DMX. He's my favorite rapper. I have all DMX stuff. All DMX stuff. There's nothing that he made that I don't have. I He's my favorite rapper of all time. And he was talking about the abuse that he had with his mother. And I looked at the comments, and there's so many women who dealt with it. We don't talk about it, right? So I'm gonna share my homegirl story with you and hope it can free some of you. So my homegirl, great friend, I've been knowing her for many, many years, had an abusive mother. She would kick her down the stairs. She would cut all her hair off, have her go to school and somebody make fun of her. She would put her outside in a snowstorm, right? And she had a father in the house. He did nothing. He said nothing. He didn't stop it. He didn't stand up for her. And we be wondering why women have such a fear or don't trust, untrusting for men. You just watch that. He didn't say anything. She used to cry out to him, "Daddy, daddy, daddy, please, please, daddy, help me." He would do nothing. Many a night she would sleep in the closet. And one day she was put out in a rainstorm, and she told God, "If you get me out of here, I'll never come back." A few years later, it's a teacher who noticed her and said, "You should join this program." And I think it was an advanced program or something like that. And this can get you scholarships. If you stay in this program, you can probably go to college, anything, something like that. And she did. And she got in. And she said she remembers when she came and she got straight A's. She's the most advanced in the class. And her mother just ripped up the certificate. If you go in her house, you'll see it. She has it put in pieces and it's framed in her house. And she grind. Finally, 18 come. She said, "I'm out." She graduated, but she couldn't leave until, college was starting. So she said, it ain't coming fast enough. So she joined the Navy. She said, "I'm gone. I need to leave tomorrow." She joined the Navy, got high marks in the Navy, and she left. Success all the way in the Navy. You know why? Because the fear of going back home pushed her to heights that she never thought she would ever see. She grinded. Successful to this day. Grinded herself to a fine powder. Mind you, never went home. Never went home. Went to college, master's degree, and she ended up going to get her doctorate degree. She is crazy successful, has a beautiful family, been married for 25, 30 years, right? To the same guy, who's an amazing man. And she kept her promise to her mother. She never came back. And she told me one day that She talked to her father. He said, she said, Daddy, just come see us. I'll pay for you to come here and everything. Just come. And he said, no, if my wife can't come, I can't come, baby. I got to support my wife. Mom's end up getting cancer. And she said, can you just call my daughter? I just need to see my daughter's face. She told her mother, I ain't never coming back. Never. She kept that. Mom's passed. She said, I'll come. No, she told her, I'll come at your funeral. And she did. Grandkids, 20s, almost 30s. And they just now seeing their grandfather. And she said, he bust out crying. And he kept saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Uncles, cousins that they never even knew. But I want to talk about something. You want to know about our brothers? On drugs, in and out of jail, married a couple of times, terrible fathers. Because us men have a commitment to our mothers. We don't want to do the same thing. So we come and we confirm that what they taught us was right when we know it was wrong. We stay to validate that shit. Some of you are good parents today because you came from abuse, because you decided to say, I'm out. Some of you have kids right now that will never know any poverty, never even seen poverty, never see any of that, because you decided to never put them in an environment that beats the good out of everybody. We talk about the hood and everything. Ain't nothing fucking good in the hood. The hood has one design, one purpose, is to beat anything good out of you. Anything. How great would DMX be if he came from a loving environment? How great would he be if he had people who really cared about him around him? Hood ain't nothing good in that place. And some of your parents are amazing parents because you decided not to be like yours. Because you decided that the curse stops with you and your kids are flourishing because of it. Because you made the sacrifice to say, I ain't letting this thing eat me, man. I'm not letting this thing swallow me whole. I'm not letting it destroy me and destroy my thought process of the world. Some of you are successful and crazy successful because of the things you went through. Kudos to you. Because you didn't allow the abuse to define you. You didn't allow the abuse to be right. You didn't allow the abuse to win. You didn't. You did. And you may have taken a couple of bumps in the road. So what? Okay. You didn't know. But at the end of the day, you still good. You still good. And my homegirl has a beautiful life, beautiful kids. Who's losing? Who's losing? You are great because you decided not to let that thing freaking define you. You are great. Parents, your kids are probably in college faster than you were. Living a beautiful life because of you, because of the decisions you made as a parent. So don't ever let nobody take that away from you or tell you that you're defined by some environment that doesn't do anything but swallow up anything good. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Take care.